And I am live at the Whitfield County Courthouse in downtown Dalton, Georgia. And you will see we have a Whitfield County Sheriff's Department officer parked right across the street. We also have another vehicle parked right down here now. Now, my arraignment is scheduled for 9 a.m. in the courtroom chambers of Mr. Judge Burt Poston, who is a former district attorney of Whitfield County, who was appointed a judgeship by Governor of Georgia, Mr. Brian Kemp. Now, this is a sheriff of Murray County car. It sounds like it's actually running. Now, I don't see nobody in the car, but they left their car running here. Here we have another Whitfield County Sheriff's Department officer. Good morning, sir. How you doing?
Good, how are you doing?
Doing great, sir. Now we are live at the Whitfield County Courthouse, getting ready for the arraignment of EagleNick AUDITS for his misdemeanor charge of criminal trespass, damage of $500 or less. Now, this is a DUI traffic black vehicle at the Whitfield County Sheriff's Department. I have not really seen very many of those. You will see their siren system has a little bit more of a speakers on them. But my criminal trespass was from the United States Post Office, located diagonally across from the Whitfield County Courthouse and adjacent across the street from the Conasauga Accountability Courts. EagleNick AUDITS wishes you all a blessed Tuesday morning, July the 9th. I ask that if you all would please to like, share, and subscribe if you have not already. EagleNick AUDITS appreciates everyone who said that they would be here to support EagleNick when I go for my arraignment at 9 a.m. in the courtroom of Judge Burt Poston of the Superior Court of Whitfield County. Now, criminal trespass, damage of $500 or less is normally handled in a lower court, not in the Superior Court. It is normally handled in either probate court or magistrate court. Now, EagleNick AUDITS does not know which court it is normally tried, prosecuted, or handled in, because EagleNick AUDITS has never committed the crime of criminal trespass at any time, not in the past, and not when they say that I was trespassing while I was exercising my constitutional rights under the First Amendment of the United States Constitution at the United States Post Office on Thornton Avenue in Dalton, Georgia. Now, I was verbally trespassed, said Lieutenant Bishop with the Dalton Police Department on February the 17th. Now, EagleNick Audits knows how trespass works in the state of Georgia. You can Google and you will see in Georgia, a person commits the offense of criminal trespass when they knowingly stay on the property of another. Now, that is private property. EagleNick Audits was not on private property. I was on property that we, the people, own. EagleNick Audits own, that you own, and every single citizen in the United States of America owns that post office, the same as we own this courthouse. It is public property. It is property of the public. That is the eternal flame of freedom. And you will see on the top, it has the eagle, which is the symbol of the United States of America. Let us all pray that the eternal flame of freedom does not go out, because every single day our government seeks to take away our constitutional rights. EagleNick Audits is standing up for his rights and for the rights of the American people, not just the people, the citizens in Dalton, Georgia, Whitfield County. EagleNick Audits is standing up for we the people. We the people, that the United States Constitution protects, which gives us inalienable rights that is granted to us by our Creator, not by our government. Our country was formed first, and then the Constitution was written to defend the rights of the citizens of the United States of America. And then our federal government was formed to defend the Constitution and to protect the constitutional rights. Hello, True North. Glad to see you there, brother. I'm live at the Whitfield County Courthouse, getting ready for my arraignment at 9 a.m. in the courtroom of Judge Burt Poston, a former district attorney of Whitfield County, Dalton, Georgia, who was appointed to his judgeship by the governor of Georgia, Mr. Brian Kemp. Now, you will see once again the Department of Defense of the United States of America proudly displays the American eagle as it is proudly displayed on the World War I Memorial, the Korean War Memorial, the Vietnam War, World War II, and World War I is included on one monument. The Korean War and the Vietnam War is on the other one. But at the very top, the head of the monuments is the American eagle, which represents freedom, liberty, and justice for all, not just for a few, but for us all. Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. John 15:13. Now, EagleNick Audits believes in the Holy Bible. He believes in the United States Constitution, and in a source and in a manner. EagleNick Audits has been laying down his life, taking whatever may come, having his constitutional rights violated, having all kind of lies and misinformation spread about EagleNick Audits, all because I was exercising my rights, standing up for the rights of the American people. It is time that America and the world stands up for our rights. We all have basic human rights. You will see that the POW MIA flag is flying proudly. The state of Georgia flag is flying proudly, but the United States flag is hanging limp. You will see the flagpoles are adorned with an eagle. Now, EagleNick audit says that the American flag is hanging limp because of the state of our country, because of the way our crooked government is seeking to destroy the Constitution, to take away the rights of the American people, to put us all in bondage and involuntary servitude to the government. Our government is supposed to be for the people, by the people, and of the people. But nowadays, they only seek to take away the rights of the American people. They are not trying to protect our rights, to protect the Constitution, to uphold the oath that they swore to the United States Constitution. Good morning. How is everyone doing? Where is everyone from? Now, I started this live stream a little early. I said I was going to try to start it by 7:45, but I actually got done with breakfast a little early, so I actually started early. I hope that you are all having a blessed day. The sun is continuing its rise in the sky. There is not very many cars or people here yet. I have yet to see a single solitary soul that is actually here in support of EagleNick audits. Now, EagleNick audits understands that they may have been scared or intimidated. How you doing there, Mr. Northwest Indiana? Glad to see you there. Mr. Bad Chad. Now, EagleNick audits. There is my eye in the sky, as you have seen before. Watching out for EagleNick audits as he prepares to go through that door. The door that I hope will lead to justice and justification for EagleNick audits, where he is praying that Judge Burt Poston will stop the reign of terror, the reign of lies and misinformation that is being spread about EagleNick audits, all because of EagleNick exercising his constitutional rights, standing up for the people of the United States of America, standing up for the citizens of Dalton, Georgia, Whitfield County, and standing up for the rights of us all. United we stand, divided we fall. That is why our government seeks to divide the entire nation, to divide the entire country of the United States of America. For together we stand, and divided we fall. Now they seek to divide and conquer. They will continue to do everything within their power to strip away the rights of the American people, as long as the American people will not stand up if you lay down on your couch, if you hide in the darkness and just take it. Stand up for your rights. Don't fake it. Stand proud. Be loud. The First Amendment of the United States Constitution grants us all free speech as long as you do not use fighting words. As long as you are standing on your constitutional rights. That is our rights as American citizens. It is officers who have swore to uphold their oath to the United States Constitution. It is crooked people like the postmaster at the United States Post Office in downtown Dalton, Georgia, who has brought EagleNick to this point, where EagleNick is going this morning for arraignment over a charge, a misdemeanor charge of criminal trespass, damage of $500 or less, for exercising his rights under the First Amendment of the United States Constitution. Now, there is plenty members of the public that is headed into the courthouse, but you will see that EagleNick Audits is not recording the public. Even though there is no expectation of privacy in public, EagleNick Audits is just continuing to exercise his rights, to stand up for America, to stand up for the United States, to stand up for the red, white, and blue, which hangs limp this morning at the courthouse in Whitfield County, Georgia. They did solemnly swear that they would support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that they would bear true faith and allegiance to the same, and that they would obey the orders of the President of the United States and the orders of the officers appointed over them according to regulations and the Uniform Code of Military Justice. So help them God. Now, all public servants have sworn an oath to the United States Constitution and to the citizens of the United States. But every single day, there is far too many who violate our rights to try to strip away, to try to destroy the United States Constitution in this great country we all live in. It is time that we, the people, stand up and say we will not take it anymore. We will not have our rights stripped away without we stand up. We will not sit. We will not beg. We will not roll over. We will not play dead. Sir, could you tell me what time it is? Thank you, sir. 7:53. We got 1 hour and 7 minutes till EagleNick Audits will have to be inside the courtroom of Judge Burt Poston in the Superior Court of Whitfield County, Georgia. Now, like I said, criminal trespass is normally handled in a lower court, yet they seek to try to convict EagleNick Audits in the highest court, the highest state court we have, the Superior Court, all because of a Class B misdemeanor that they have illegally obtained, lied, saying that EagleNick had committed the offense of criminal trespass. at the post office that you see across the street. Now, the United States Constitution states that Congress nor the states shall implement any laws that infringes on the constitutional rights of the American people, that infringes on the Constitution itself. Now, trying to try someone, arrest them, try them, and convict them for exercising their constitutional rights is a direct violation of exactly what it says in the Constitution, that they shall not do, that they shall not infringe upon the Constitution, that they shall not infringe on the rights of the American people. This is what EagleNick has faced. EagleNick Audits has faced war, all because that I choose to stand up for my rights, to defend the United States Constitution, which they all took an oath to uphold. When you all took an oath to defend the rights of the American people, even EagleNick Audits is American. I am an American citizen. Where are my rights granted to me under the United States Constitution? They have been trampled on. They have been stepped on. They have tried to kick EagleNick Audits to the gutter, to associate me with no more than a rat living in the sewer, all because I choose to stand up for my rights, all because I would not bow down to unlawful, illegal orders given to me verbally, saying I was trespassed, when EagleNick Audits knows that trespassing is private property. To be trespassed from public property, you have to have committed a crime first. Now, EagleNick Audits did not commit no crimes at any time. EagleNick Audits was not trespassing at the United States Post Office in downtown Dalton, Georgia. Now, they said, the public defender's office, when I talked to them, that the trespass came about after EagleNick Audits went up to the United States Post Office and did his public records Freedom of Information Act requests, exercising my constitutional rights, the freedom to redress my government with my grievances, the freedom of assembly, freedom of the press, freedom of religion. I've left one of the tenets out. Just give me a minute and I'll think which one it was. Freedom of the press, freedom of religion, free speech. That was the other tenet. EagleNick Audits was only exercising all 5 tenets under the United States Constitution, First Amendment, which grants these rights to every American citizen. Yet they seek to take these rights away from EagleNick by illegally obtaining a trespass, or so they say, EagleNick Audits was never issued a trespass. EagleNick Audits was never shown or served a warrant. They only got my name from my YouTube channel and my open records request at the City Hall in Dalton, Georgia, when I went in to do an open records request on Code Enforcement Officer Hollis. Yes, sir, Table. I'm at the Whitfield County Courthouse. I'm preparing for my arraignment at 9 a.m. in the courtroom of Judge Burt Poston in the Superior Court of Whitfield County. Now, that is a good officer right here. He is carrying stuff to help this lady out. We really appreciate you, sir. Now, EagleNick has not had any trouble with Whitfield County Sheriff's Department. All of my trouble stems from the United States Post Office in downtown Dalton, Georgia, and from the corrupt practices and policies of the Dalton Police Department. Now, EagleNick Audits is not illiterate, and I am not stupid. I was actually arrested as a retaliatory measure, a retaliation, because EagleNick Audits had did a 20-plus minute live stream at the Dalton Police Service Center. It had nothing to do with the post office. They tried to say otherwise, but EagleNick knows the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Now, I have yet to lock up my bicycle, and I need to make sure to do so that no one tries to steal it. This is sort of going to be hard to do with one hand, but I'm going to see if I can do it. Y'all bear with me for just a second while I get my bike locked up. I asked the Whitfield County Sheriff's Department officer to make sure that it would be all right here, because as you can see, it is out of the way. I'm not blocking the sidewalk. This is not where nobody would normally walk. Y'all bear with me for a second. I'll set this down for just a second, but I'm going to have it facing up. Hopefully it will not cut off like my video did inside when I was recording when I came up here to talk to the public defender's office. All right, we are still here. Yeah. Now, when I came up to talk to the public defender's office, they wouldn't even talk to me. You know, they do not even act like that they are going to try to defend EagleNick Audits. Now, when the phone call came through from them yesterday, it said the Whitfield County Public Defender's Office. Whitfield County does not need defending by the public defender. Whitfield County has the district attorney. The public defender's office is supposed to be here to defend EagleNick Audits, to give EagleNick Audits his rights granted under the United States Constitution, that if I cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to me. And that attorney is supposed to be my counselor, my representation, my defender, not someone who is going to try to tell EagleNick Audits about a plea deal. The maximum penalty for criminal trespass is 12 months and or $1,000 fine. Yeah, they offered EagleNick Audits such a generous offer of 12 months, 10 days to serve with the rest suspended, $1,000 fine, 150 hours community service, probation, and banishment from the United States Post Office in downtown Dalton, Georgia. How in the world do they think that they can go so far above and beyond what the punishment says is allowed for criminal trespass? Yes, they seek to railroad EagleNick Audits, but I could have swore that this is a courthouse and not a railroad track. So how are they trying to railroad EagleNick? Why are they trying so hard to beat me down? Because I will tell you why. They want to strip away my rights. They want to strip away your rights. They want to keep the American people obedient to the government, just like that service animal is obedient to its owner, to its master. They seek to be our Lord and our master. Now, EagleNick Audits says that I only have one Lord and Savior. He is the one who created all things. He is the one who gave us our rights that are enshrined in the United States Constitution. That is why they are inalienable rights. They cannot be stripped away. They cannot be stepped on. Yet every single day, our government seeks to take them away. It is time for a real change in America. It is time for our government to stand up for the United States Constitution, to stand up for the constitutional rights of we the people. Stop trying to strip away our rights. Stop trying to destroy the Constitution of the United States of America. Stop trying to enslave the citizens of the United States of America. Our government works for us. We do not work for them. But in a sense, we do, because it is our taxes, me and you, that pays those salaries, that provides the vehicles that they get to drive home, that buys the gas. Who buys your gas for you? Who gives you a car to drive? Who gives you the power and the authority and a gun and a badge and allows you to violate the rights of people? There is too many in law enforcement who are nothing more than armed thugs who go out and seek to extort money from the American people, while homeless people like my friends going yonder, they live with nothing. Yet our government seeks to take away our rights. They swore an oath to defend our rights, to defend the Constitution. Where is EagleNick Audits? Equal protection, guaranteed under the 14th Amendment of the United States Constitution. Good morning, sir. How you doing? Do you see? I'm doing great, sir. You have a blessed day. Do you see EagleNick audits getting any equal protection? No. EagleNick audits is getting harassed and intimidated by police officers with the City of Dalton Police Department who call me out by my name when they see me out exercising my constitutional rights to record them in the performance of their duties. They say my name first, last, and Officer Black, badge number 625, went so far as to call me by my first and last name. And then when I asked him for his name and badge number, he said my first, middle, and my last name out loud for everybody to see, doxing EagleNick audits, exposing me to all the bootlicking trolls, blue line, thin blue line gangbanger supporters who has said so many evil things about EagleNick audits. All the things that you have never seen in the comments because they are held for review or they are totally blocked because they are so offensive, not just to EagleNick audits, but to you. That would be offensive to you, be offensive to our country, be offensive to our flag, be offensive to everybody on this earth. The EagleNick audits is tired of all the corruption, all the lies, all the dishonesty. Now, I only started my YouTube channel putting content on my channel because the Dalton City Police Department violated a homeless girl's constitutional rights. You can see that video on my YouTube channel. If you haven't already, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. EagleNick would ask you to share every single video, every single short, comment on them all. And if you would, please, EagleNick would ask that you would let the ads play. EagleNick audits does not ask for money. EagleNick audits will get a few pennies for every ad that is allowed to play on the shorts, the videos, and the live streams after they are processed and uploaded as video. EagleNick has super thanks where people can send me money. EagleNick has memberships, but I have not set memberships up because there is too many people that could not even afford the lowest membership of 99 cents a month. And EagleNick Audits is doing this for us all, not just for himself. We the people are strong. United we stand. Divided we fall. The Constitution was created for every American citizen, not just the police officers, the lawyers, the judges, or any public servant. Public servants swore an oath to protect the Constitution, to protect our rights, to stand up for us, to stand up for the Constitution. Yet every single day they violate that oath. They break that oath because they try to strip away our constitutional rights, to beat us down, to keep us in servitude to our government. You cannot expose me, out of Cass. EagleNick Audits is already exposed. Where do you think I'm at? I'm at the courthouse. I am getting ready for my arraignment at 9 a.m. Where are EagleNick's rights? Where are my supporters? Our government is sure not going to defend me. Our government sure is not going to protect my rights. EagleNick Audits only did and does what I do to stand up for my rights, to stand up for our rights. Well, this morning, it is just arraignment. EagleNick Audits will be pleading not guilty because I am not guilty. I did not commit the crime, the offense of criminal trespass, damage of $500 or less. At no time did I commit any crime. I was only exercising my rights under the First Amendment of the United States Constitution. And as I exercised my constitutional rights, I had my First Amendment rights violated, my Fourth Amendment rights violated, my Eighth Amendment rights violated, my 14th Amendment rights violated. Now I want you to see, this is a government vehicle over here. He is parked up on the sidewalk. Now, if anybody else pulled up on that sidewalk, they would be getting a ticket. A heavy vehicle can and will break the bricks, can and will destroy the sidewalk. Yet they choose to park on the sidewalk. This is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. We're going to get a good look at the tag, vehicle 2727, with the Board of Commissioners of Whitfield County, who parks up here on the sidewalk. You see, this is all sidewalk. Now, that man could have parked over here to drop that man out. He did not have to pull up here on this sidewalk. If anybody else, if an average citizen parked on that sidewalk, they would get a ticket. Fellas like those two in the front there would issue them a ticket. But as long as it's somebody in the government, hey, it's okay. You go ahead and park where you want. You can park your vehicle up that tree if you can get it up there and they won't care. But if you are an American citizen, just a member of the public, and you do not work for the city of Dalton Police Department or the city government, you have to follow the laws. You have to obey. You have to serve. Now you will see that gentleman from the Board of Commissioners is parked over here now, where I'm pretty sure that this is not a legal parking spot. I do not think that is an actual legal parking spot. But hey, he parked on the sidewalk. What's the difference if he parks over here? They didn't do nothing about it over there. You think they're going to do something about it here? You see this? Now, someone who comes up here with a van accessible where the doors open and they get their wheelchair out, they come out on that side. This vehicle is blocking the accessibility to someone who comes up with a wheelchair to keep them from being able to get out to get over there to these elevators. This is not a parking spot. This is where the wheelchairs gets out. You will see this is the only one. It says van accessible. The rest of them are just regular. But now, this one here, this Board of Commissioners vehicle is blocking access from people who are disabled by parking where the sliding doors opens up. They get out and get in their wheelchair to make their way inside the courthouse. This is the corruption that EagleNick Audits is talking about. This is the attitude, you do as I say, not as I do. If a citizen parks here like that, they would get a ticket. They would take them straight to jail. They would say, how dare you? How could you do that to someone who's disabled? How could you block their access? How do you think they would get inside the courthouse? But like I said, they think because they are the government that it is okay, that they can park anywhere they want. They can do anything they want. They can take away your rights. Now, I'm sure EagleNick Audits might catch a little slack because I exposed that corruption. Now, we got a taxi parked up here facing the wrong way on the wrong side of the road, which is a violation. Now he's backing up in the roadway, parking in a disabled parking spot, which is illegal. Now, I seen a Dalton City Police Department car go through that parking lot over here toward the public parking. And you will see down here, it is empty this time. Now, I have a video where I recorded a couple of county police vehicles down there. But this is the public parking, the Whitfield County public parking deck across the street. The EagleNick Audits is working his way right up here to this park. Because I need to go up here in the shade for just a second where I can light me a cigarette. I need to find out the time so I can make sure that I'm not late to my arraignment date. EagleNick Audits has a date for arraignment. Bear with me just a second, please. I'm still here. I just have to lay it down. It's time for a cigarette. About to go through nicotine withdrawal. Now, EagleNick is sweating to death. It is already very hot and very humid in Dalton, Georgia. Well, I don't know what time it actually is right now. I'm going to have to ask somebody. Hey, ma'am, could you tell me what time it is? Thank you so much. I just asked the young lady and she told me, because I don't want to be late, because if I'm not in there, normally they would not call my case till probably near the very end. But if they knew I wasn't in the courtroom at exactly 9 a.m., they would slap down that gavel and say, issue a bench warrant for failure to appear, because EagleNick Audits is not here. You know what I mean, Burn? Now, as you will see, there was a young lady sitting over here on the bench. EagleNick did not live stream her because EagleNick Audits does not go out here looking just to record or live stream the public. EagleNick Audits exercising his constitutional rights. Now, there is no expectation of privacy in public. And I could, by the Constitution, legally record or live stream people in the public, but I do not. I do not try to invade anyone's privacy. But in the public, the only privacy is what you create. No, EagleNick Audits is not going to make a run to Mexico. I'm just going to smoke his 24/7 Red 100. You know, it is ironic that EagleNick Audits smokes 24/7 Red 100s because 24/7 since EagleNick Audits has started exercising his rights, he has been intimidated, frustrated, and flabbergasted because of all the corruption that I have seen in all of the governments. Well, whoever that is, GJ Gardena, I have never played any of the Grand Theft Auto video games. I've never even actually seen one of them. Looks like we've actually got a roach coach down here selling foods and drinks and stuff to people at the courthouse. Now, they are parked here where it would be illegal for you and me to park, but yet they let them park here while they are selling their wares. But if you or I tried to park here, we would get a ticket. Where you are not supposed to park means you are not supposed to park. There is parking spots for you to park in. Look, this is reserved for combat wounded warriors, family support. Right next to the permit parking only tow away zone. Now, I'm not going to check to see if that vehicle has a disabled tag, because it is a member of the public. Now, I'm going to record, live stream the sidewalk right now because they are members of the public out here. And like I said, I do not record or live stream the public. Just public servants. Now, they are public servants standing there, but I do not record the public. And as you will see, this Board of Commissioners vehicle is still parked here, blocking access to people who are disabled, who drives a van that has to get their wheelchair out. They still have their access blocked because that Whitfield County Board of Commissioners vehicle is blocking the access to the ramp. That one gentleman there looked like he was looking over here like he wanted to say something going up the ramp there, but I think maybe he might ought to know better, because it's not just EagleNick Audits. There is no telling how many thousands of people is watching right now. Maybe he would like to violate EagleNick Audit's constitutional rights. Maybe he would like to jump on the bandwagon of all the people who hate EagleNick Audits. EagleNick Audits has had to locate a few more bridges for all of the trolls that gets on my YouTube channel. But I have plenty of space now. The first bridge was filled to capacity. I had them stacked like cordwood up and under it. That is not true. Now, there's plenty of people that are disabled that drives. There's people who are paraplegic that can still drive because of hand controls, because of controls they make to allow them to drive. We actually have vehicles now that are self-driving. Have you been living under a rock? And as of yet, I have yet to see anybody here in support of me, EagleNick Audits. But I appreciate everyone who is watching the live stream. If you keep watching long enough before I actually make it inside, you could see EagleNick Audits get beat down for exercising his rights. Because if they start to grab me, I'm going to make sure to reverse that camera to make sure that everyone knows exactly what is going on. I intend to hold on to my phone with a death grip. It is like they say, they will have to pry out of my cold, dead hands, because I will not surrender it again and have my rights violated by crooked, corrupt public servants. Anybody got the time in Georgia right now? It should be around 8:30 or a little after. Now, while I'm live streaming, it does not show my time on here. Now, I'm trying to make sure that I make it in time, because like I said, normally they would not call me until near the very end. But if they saw that I was not inside the courtroom at exactly 9 a.m., EagleNick Audits knows beyond a shadow of a doubt that they would call my case first. And when they said that my name and I did not answer, that they would say, issue a bench warrant, as they slap down that gavel, failure to appear for EagleNick Audits. But EagleNick Audits is not stupid. I need to know what time it is in Dalton, Georgia. Ma'am, do you know what time it is?
8:34.
Thank you, darling. I appreciate you. Now, that nice lady, I did not live stream her, but she said it is 8:34. So I have right around 11 minutes until I will be ending my live stream. I thank you all for being here this morning. I thank you for standing up with EagleNick Audits. I thank you for standing up for the United States Constitution. EagleNick would like to ask you, if you would please, to go to my YouTube channel, to subscribe if you already have not, to please like, share, and comment on every short and every video. and to please allow the ads to play. EagleNick Audits only receives pennies for each ad that is watched. But EagleNick Audits does not ask his subscribers for money. EagleNick Audits has super thanks, but I do not ask people to send me money. EagleNick Audits has memberships enabled, but I have not created no memberships because there is a lot of people that could not even afford a 99-cent a month membership, and that would deny them to access to what I am doing when I am doing it for we the people. I am not doing it for a select few. I am doing it for all, just like you. Well, I've already got enough trouble. I don't think I want to get too close to their cars because, whoa, lady, this is a crosswalk. Now, this lady right here is about to run me over in the crosswalk. See what I mean? They done got their hired assassins out here trying to get me. As you can see, I'm going to show you. I'm going to look back. This is a crosswalk. State law says that you are to stop for pedestrians within a crosswalk. Yet that lady seemed to be in such a hurry that she come real close to running me over. Now here goes that roach coach that just got through selling his merchandise parked illegally in front of the courthouse. But once again, that was all right. Now I'm going to get ready to head on in. I'm going to see if I can't just take this live stream on inside, and I will continue it from in there. But I do have to go find the courtroom of Judge Burt Poston. Good morning, sir. How you doing? Like I said, I've not had no trouble with the Whitfield County Sheriff's Department. It has only been with the Dalton Police Department and the postmaster, the post office, the United States Post Office in downtown Dalton, Georgia. Now I'm going to head on inside. I'm going to have to hang my bag back up on my bicycle here. I'm not going to carry it in. I'll have to get ready to empty my pockets as I go inside. But before I go in, you'll see this Board of Commissioners vehicle is still blocking this access for the disabled parking. Let's get their tag one more time. Now, the lady that parked here, she's disabled. I'm not going to film her tag. But if she had been driving a vehicle where she had to get her wheelchair out this side, or whoever's that is disabled, they would not be able to get it out because the Whitfield County Board of Commissioners, whoever is driving this truck, decided to park illegally, blocking the access to someone who is disabled. Let's get their number one more time. It is 2727. And as I said, the lady parked in the spot has a disabled tag, yet she does not need to bring a wheelchair out. But if she did, she could not get it out because they think they can park just wherever they want. Now, EagleNick Audits did not record the lady or her car or her tag. There was just a public servant walking up the steps, but EagleNick Audits did not live stream them because they had a little kid walking with them. We are going to head on inside now. I had to cut off my little phone here that I listen to my gospel music on. That is my wife, if you saw her, who is deceased. But we are headed in. And I'm going to keep the live stream pointed down because we have members of the public going in front of me. And like I said, I do not record or live stream members of the public. I'm trying very much to be cool there, Mr. Thomas. Now I'm going to lay this down looking up at the ceiling so that it will not kill my live stream.
Right here above my head is a hallway.
I got a green
Number
on
134. Tucker, where's Arraignments? At the very.
All right, we are still live. Could you tell me where Judge Burke Poston's courtroom is?
That's going to be upstairs.
Upstairs?
Have an elevator in the middle or steps on that far side. Right here above my head's a hallway.
Okay.
They're numbered 1 through 4, and you need courtroom 1.
All right, thank you, sir. I appreciate you. This officer right here was very helpful to EagleNick to help me know where I'm going. I do believe I will take the stairs. I will not take the elevator because they will try to blow it up when they get me inside. Or they would cut off the power to the elevator to keep me from being able to be inside the courtroom. Now, there is no reason for anybody other than EagleNick AUDITS to be in the courtroom for my arraignment because it is just an arraignment. They do not need no witnesses. I will compel them to testify at the trial, but EagleNick is going to get him some of this water because I'm very hot. Bear with me, please. It was good and cold. Now we are headed upstairs. Now I know you cannot record or live stream inside the courtroom, but until I get upstairs and I start to go in the courtroom, game on. I appreciate you all for being here. Please keep me in your thoughts and in your prayers. If you have not already subscribed, please do so. Now the Superior Court is right down that hall, and I will be headed that way very shortly. I would like to thank you all for being here. I thank you all for your support. I pray that you all have a safe and blessed day. Stand up for your rights before they strip them all away. If you would, please, I'll ask you once again to watch all of my videos and my shorts and let the ads play so that EagleNick AUDITS can make a few pennies today. Not from asking you for money, but just from those ads. And when you look at it that way, it can't be that bad. I'm ready to head in now to plead not guilty, not guilty, not guilty. Because EagleNick AUDITS did not commit the offense of criminal trespass, damage of $500 or less. EagleNick AUDITS did not break any laws. I was only exercising my rights given to me under the United States Constitution. Yet they seem to think that they can violate my rights. First Amendment protected activity means exactly that it is protected by the United States Constitution. Yet they want to strip away that protection from EagleNick audits. Where is the justice? Where is EagleNick's 14th Amendment rights to equal protection? It is supposed to be equal protection, not equal prosecution. Equal persecution. It is only supposed to be equal protection. You are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law, yet they illegally got a warrant, or so they say, for EagleNick audits exercising his constitutional rights. I pray you all have a blessed day. EagleNick audits is headed into the courtroom. This is EagleNick audits. I am EagleNick, and I'm out.